Let's go. Okay, we have reached the second half. I know you've already smashed that subscribe button. Hopefully you give a super thanks as well. Really do appreciate all the support. This should be fun because you're watching two all-time GOATs go at it. 2nd and 9 at a halftime. Obviously, Roquan Smith, you have him out leverage. This looks like some press man coverage action right here. Kelce stops, and Mahomes puts this away from Kelce to shield him from Roquan. And look at how difficult of a catch this actually ends up becoming. He's got to reel this in while also getting hit by his own guy trying to get through vertically right there, and he makes this catch for a nice game. All right, so you get a little pre-snap motion here with Kelce, and one thing that they had been doing a lot of is not a lot of split zoning Kelce in this game. It's been a lot of, if he is on this side, he's actually running a route to this side. But this time, they actually do bring him across here on this read. You get a bad snap that kind of disrupts the timing here. And the funny thing about this catch by Travis Kelce is that it wasn't even a catch, okay? He gets this ball behind Patrick Mahomes. And this ends up being Travis Kelce's only his second ever career playoff rush, okay? And you'll see he could throw it, right? He could legally throw it, and he knows it. And I don't care what anyone says, this freezes Marcus Williams, the safety right here, okay? It just, you normally don't see it, and that pauses him just enough for him to pick up this first down. Now, this is what's interesting. Marcus is talking trash. This is one of my favorite players in the NFL. He's now a Steeler, okay? If you want to see my interview with Patrick Quinn, I've interviewed him before. It's in the top right corner of the screen, okay? So get the split zone action, and let's see if it actually does freeze Williams at all, him throwing. Okay, it does, okay? You'll see him. Yeah, you can just clearly see him stop. If you thought he was just running, you would have been able to go full speed at him and make this play. And this kind of goes along with what we were saying a minute ago. I don't know why you're trash talking someone after you picked up a first down, but that's not here nor there. Okay, so we move along here to the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. You've got to have this to keep the football, okay? You had been killing them on 3rd down, and what do? You go to Travis Kelce, okay? I did not like this defensive call either, okay? But that's not here nor there. They're trusting Kyle Hamilton in man coverage versus Kelce again. And this time, this was actually more on 84 right here, Watson. He's able to get a pick here on Kyle Hamilton, who had man coverage responsibilities here on Kelce. And Mahomes is able to just hit Kelce right here. Okay, you can see he caught him. And, you know, he has a right to his space as well. He just ran vertically, didn't really hit him. And you're able to pick up an easy first down. And that was a crucial first down with the Ravens down by 10. So this is the very next Mahomes drop back. It's kind of crazy that he could have had an even bigger game. So they have a little bit of a protection mistake right here. A blitzer comes late, so the tackle picks him up, and then that leaves Clowney unblocked. And the guard eventually does pick up the blitzer, but the tackle already committed. And you'll see that Mahomes is probably throwing this the entire way, but if he wanted, he would have had him right here as well. It was a dirty hit, so Mahomes draws a flag, but that was another case where Kelce was open. This is another example of it, okay? This is mesh being run right here, and mesh isn't really that great versus zone. It's better versus man, okay? Now, you get a play-action fake, and Matabuki, who's a Pro Bowler, is going up against Allegretti, a backup, and he beats his man, all right? So the protection breaks down, and Mahomes takes a very nasty low sack right here. But if you actually look at this play, the zone beater in this mesh concept is actually Kelce, okay? Earlier, when they ran mesh, Kelce was this player, but now he is a hook behind the mesh concept, and you'll see that neither of these are open, and Mahomes is looking directly in this direction, and bang, this ball probably would have been delivered right here, okay? If you want to get really nitpicky, this still could have been thrown, All right. Now, there's a guy, a Pro Bowler, running right through the A gap here. You still could step up into it, but probably for the future of Mahomes, it's probably better he didn't. I was able to embrace himself and take this absolutely massive sack. If the Ravens would have come back and won this game, this miss right here from Patrick Mahomes would have haunted him, okay? And this play shows you the greatness of Travis Kelce, okay? I'm going to show you the basic broadcast angle and how, this does a disservice when you're actually watching at home, how much Travis Kelce affected this game. So they bring a pressure, and it's actually picked up pretty well. But pressure affects all different types of quarterbacks. Remember, Mahomes just got, his knees severed, basically, by Matabuki. And he is bailing when this pocket's really good. He shouldn't be fading right here at all. Throws this kind of fading away, and he short arms this. This is a huge miss, right? If you make even a decent throw, he's running and probably picking up this first down. Or if you at least complete it, it keeps the clock moving, but it was incomplete, and it gave the Ravens a chance here. All right, so what does this have to do with Travis Kelce? All right. They were tired of him destroying him. So what they decide to do here, this is a very exotic call, all right? They look like they're giving Travis Kelce just this simple little hook, right? Remember at the end of the first half, that's what they basically did, showed blitz. But this time, they actually backed out of it and mirrored Travis Kelce. So you have a safety over the top of this. You have an underneath linebacker right here just because of Travis Kelce's gravity. Now, the next thing here is this linebacker, Roquan Smith, is also afraid of Travis Kelce on a dig. So he also bails out and is King Travis Kelce right here. All right. The funny thing about this is if Mahomes just sits in this very clean pocket, bang, that it would take an absolute positively perfect throw at this linebacker sinking this far for him to complete that. He's probably one of the few people on the planet that's ever existed that could make this throw with comfortability, but he decides not to. He makes the good read right here. But look at what Travis Kelce does. 3 guys. 1 guy from the line of scrimmage, the guy he's been cooking, the Pro Bowler, Kyle Hamilton, and another Pro Bowler. I mean, just look at this. And this right here would have been the dagger. 1 person, all right? Man, and Kelce knows it too. You could see. It's ridiculous when you really break it down. So, and here he is open again. Working back to the quarterback. This is a first down. Let's see what happens here. That was actually the play I was going to end on. Man, I might have to break this up into 2 parts. I think it will be a 2-parter. I don't know. Man. Once again, it's Matabuki in this passing lane. You still could reset and take it. I also understand eating a sack just to make sure the clock runs and you're winning by that much. So, is this the best playoff game ever by a tight end or even any receiver, right? You have to go all the way back to Raymond Berry, Jerry Rice. There's plenty of other guys. But if we're just going to focus on tight ends, I do want to go back to this catch. And if you want to see our breakdown of this one, we'll float part 1 in your face right now. I'm telling you, if they're going to put a statue of Travis Kelce at some point outside of Arrowhead, it should be this pose right here. This catch, so iconic, especially when you know that he's probably the absolute last progression on this play, and the fact his head got slammed into the turf illegally there, somewhat incidentally as well. This guy, man, is it the best? Obviously, you got to look at some of those Rob Gronkowski games. I think he went off versus Denver, the Philly game in a losing effort. I still think this one was better. And then we could get into the Kellen Winslow debate. Now, I like to separate the eras, like pre-90s is just such a different game than, modern era stuff. But, Winslow also blocked a field goal and had to be carried off the field in that legendary game versus Miami. The one thing I would say about Travis Kelce in this game compared to that one is he was probably the only Kansas City offensive player in this game who played at his absolute peak level, or at least close to it. I didn't feel Mahomes had his best game. Pro Football Focus actually had Mahomes and Kelce on a completely different tier than the rest of this offense according to their grading system. I just disagree with that. I thought Mahomes didn't play his best. I thought Kelce played his absolute best when you really, really needed it. And something else, compared to Winslow is, well, Travis Kelce was perfect in this game. He had 11 targets and had 11 catches, and you factor in the one carry he had, well, that was actually a catch too. So he was targeted 12 times and caught all 12, right? No drops, no none of that. So it's either him or Winslow, if you ask me, and there you go. Could it be that this lady right here, I forget her name, gave him superpowers? I don't know. So let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to miss watching this guy play. I'm glad we're going to get at least one more year. I'm already missing the other Kelce and so on and so on. Now, if you want to draft Travis Kelce next year, you can do it with Underdog Fantasy. Sign up now, promo code Carter for a deposit match bonus. I've already drafted Kelce quite a bit, so I hope he is indeed playing next season. But, man, what a dude. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom. And tonight, we're doing steaks. Let's go.